Hello, welcome back. My name's Monkey, and welcome back to Ark Ascended. So last episode we did a bit of decorating and sort of did a how-to, sort of how my brain was thinking when I came to sort of decorate the rooms. I apologise it wasn't so slick. Sometimes my brain just sort of goes into waffle mode. Sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to get my words out. So moving on to today though, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at mods for the very first time. Now here we've got a list of the mods that we're going to be using. Most of it is going to be sort of like basically different roofs, different types of basically walls and such. It's not really a lot to do with sort of like the actual building. There's a few extra bits and pieces in there that's going to help us out, like the advanced building. But however, it's mostly just sort of like deco and sort of decorations and sort of foliage, flora, that kind of thing, just to add a little bit more dimension to the builds and whatnot like that. And also we've got this Chinese integrated building here as well, which is something I want to be looking at. I think there's a Japanese one, I'm not entirely sure, but I want to be looking at that because I want to do sort of like a few Chinese buildings further down the line, especially in the center. I want to be doing a few Chinese sort of like style buildings, along with sort of like medieval and that kind of thing. You just sort of want to try and mix it up a little bit. That's kind of where my mind's going at the moment with mod packs. I'm not quite finished it yet. There is going to be a few more things I'm going to be looking at. I say there's available mods, that's active mods. So if we go back, go to the mod list. As you can see, there's 153 mods. So I'm not quite gone through them all yet, but I will be having a look, and that looks cool as hell. Wish I could get that as an actual skin, like an actual monkey skin. That would be absolutely awesome. But yes, so let's go into our little world. Okay, so here we are in our creative world. We've got quite a bit going on here. So we've got quite a few mod packs installed, as you can see beforehand. So I'll try and go through each one by one and try and explain this as best as I can. So let's start with the trees. So we've got a tree planter mod in. Hello. Good night. Right, so we've got the tree planter mod. So I believe it's these trees over here, the ones I've actually put in. So we've got some nice trees here. A few redwoods, a few oaks. There's spruces in here. There's mango roots. So we'll be able to use these for strategically placing trees in our builds. Be able to make things look a little bit more natural, a little bit more sort of more pleasant to the eye. I think that's the word I'm looking for. The only thing which you can't do with these though is you can't put the platforms on. I have tried. It would have been cool if we could have like the bigger ones where you could put platforms on. But I'm not sure how that would actually integrate with a mod pack. But that's sort of like one of the things I would like to be seen added to this mod pack. I believe this is the... Okay, yes, so this is from Circa Garden mod. This has the plants, the trees, and also the rocks. So we do have rocks here. Quickly get to them. Right, yeah, rocks. We have different sort of like rocks that we can place, but I'm not really going to be using this for that, because I'm not sure what I'd use it as. Probably if I was doing like a villa garden, I'd probably use rocks with a few plants planted around them. So might use these. We'll try and see if we can like create a Roman villa and use these. I think that'll look pretty cool actually. So yeah, there's a use for rocks then. Yeah, as you can see, we've got different types of trees, and eventually we just sort of end at this nice, lovely sort of planted tree, which looks really, really nice. I think we'll probably be using this a lot for like outside of big buildings, add a bit of dimension. So yeah, right, let's quickly go back over to our building and let's have a look at another mod pack, or in fact we'll have a look at the plants. So I'm just going to go to the flowers and I'll be with you in a second. Okay, right, so here we are with the plants. Now these are absolutely awesome. I really do like these plants. It's quite a wide variety. There is more plants that I am looking at, which I'm going to get installed, but currently I'm just sort of playing about with a few, just so I'm not getting overwhelmed with the amounts of stuff that's actually in these mod packs, because there's actually a few that I can't showcase today, as they need updating, and yeah, they just not seem to be working. There is a few that is installed and not working, so I don't know, I probably might need to uninstall it and install it again, having a look, because there's one for like better pathways, and the JVH garden deco, it's got a few plants in it as well. That's the one I wanted to have a look at as well, but unfortunately, yeah, couldn't get to it, so yeah. Right, anyway, back to plants. So yeah, as you can see, we've got quite a nice little selection. We've got this nice little pink bush here, a few ferns, not sure what these are. Say with the names, you're gonna have to bear with me until I actually get around to actually knowing them. But we've got sort of like a nice little palmy thing there. We've got like small little palm leaves. Got some pumpkins for some reason. Nice for a little Halloween build probably, or a farm. Got some bamboo. It'd be nice if we had to strategically place bamboo around the area. Again, ferns. This is quite nice. If this was in a pot, then I'd probably put this like outside like houses and stuff. I think that would look quite nice being potted. Note to odd thing, but yeah. Right, so yeah, we've got this. It's a nice little sort of berry bush, but not sure what we'll use that for. Probably might creating some like hedges or something, I'm not sure. Thing with this probably cause like a small hedge. This one though I do like. I'll probably be having this. If we can have it, if we can plant these on top of crop plots, I'll probably put this on a crop plot outside like front doors and stuff. Got like the passion fruit. What's that passion fruit anyway? Is it passion fruit? Not sure. We've got some cattails here. This is quite nice. This is probably more what I would use in oceans or something like that. It looks more like a water plant. Like if you go into, yeah, as you can see, it looks like sort of that type of thing. If we had like tanks, I know we can't have tanks. It's really, really gutting, but never mind. I'd probably put this in like a tank. I think that look pretty cool. Again, just a few more shrubs. Nice little pitcher plant. What's this? We're just looking at names, can't we? Palm leaves. Large pumpkin. Palmetto cluster. What's this? Meadow grass. Trimmed bush. You know, there's some of them haven't got textures on either. Like this is missing its textures. And this hanging fern here, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked that to put outside the front doors and stuff, but the texture's not finished. So, yeah. Note to mod pack creator. I'm not sure exactly what your name is, but it's for the Circa Garden. So, just note to yourself, some textures aren't working. And then we've got Zamia. And again, we've got a nice pot of plants here, which we're probably going to be using quite a lot. And this is just called a plaza plant. Okay. Look, yeah. You see, that would look really nice in like a small pot, like that plant. I do like how you've combined the different plants to make this sort of like potted plant. Heads off to, I doff my hat off to you for that one. That's really, really nice. So you're probably going to be using that and the one that's for the trees quite a bit. Because I think that looks really, really nice, sort of having that outside the front of your door. And also this type of thing as well. Not sure. I think this is in potted. Let me just check quickly. Don't think it is. No. I think this is in this one here. Garden table. Nope. Yes, that's its own little thing. I think that's its own mod. Keeping on the trend with a really slick review here. Oh, there's like a windmill as well, a windmill that we can get. Obviously, we've just seen that, but yeah. Not sure what I'll use this for, though, to be honest. Um, hasn't really got its place, but there is one thing that I will say to wildcard. This is how you do spiral staircase. This is how you do it. It looks like it's in proportion with the rest of the build, or the actual sort of like thing it is. So note to wildcard, this is how you do circular stairs. And also it'd be nice if you could have like sort of like where this would join here. You could actually probably, you would need it to come to about here. So this stair here. I'm just thinking like grand staircases. You'd be able to then put like a flat ceiling tile. Be able to have a nice sort of like spiral staircase going up. Like into the first stage of like the staircase. Just a thought, really. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having these. Like, if I could put that onto that, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm waffling now. I'm waffling and I'm digressing. So, pretty much that was the plants. I'm not entirely sure where this came from. Can't seem to... Is that all in one? Have a look. Yeah, it's all in one. Okay. I think that is the Circa Deco, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is what this is from. Yeah, again, to the mod pack maker. The plant pot needs its textures finished. Right, let's move on to something else. We've also got, I don't know, hanging sort of thing. We've got this plant pot here. This is out of... It's the medieval decorations. Yeah, the medieval decorations. So in this, we have like sort of mugs, paper, plant pot, lovely T-Rex picture. I'm not sure what that is there in the background, but we've got some banners at last. See? Oh, banners just make a build. I'm sorry, but it does. It's like if I that, let's try it. Just while we're here, medieval. Here we go. Go. Yeah, what I would have probably done is stuck some banners on there. And also on there. Not quite straight, but as you can see, it just sort of adds a little bit more depth to it. I like how it's sort of like rustling in the wind. Or going backwards and forwards, I like that. Adds a bit more atmosphere, adds a bit more sort of like something's happening. But yeah, like that. And we've also got this plant pot, so we'll probably put that on sort of like an edge of this bit here. I think I might have done one around here, I'm not sure. Yes. So like on the side of here, or like where I'd put them. A mound of earth. Oh yeah, that's from I think that's from that mod pack that's outdated actually, that's why it's not showing. But yeah, I'd probably put those like planters, those wooden planters on the side of the walls like this. Make it a little bit more interesting. So, moving swiftly on, because we've got a lot to get through here. Yeah, we've got the terracotta. I believe this might be from the rustic. The Klingar rustic building pack, along with these as well. There's supposed to be a Chinese one. I'm not entirely sure which mod pack, like, is that something actually showing for it? Yeah, that's the K rustic, yes, that's the Klingar. That's from the Klingar pack. I believe, what's this? Terracotta. That might be from the Chinese pack. Oh yeah, there's also a Goblin pack as well. I'm not entirely sure what this is from. I think this is just like a wild card. No pun intended. Sort sort of like mod pack that is sort of installed. Kind of looks okay. I don't think I'm going to be using it though. Might do it if we're doing like a really primal build or something, but yeah, I'm not really going to be using this. And yeah, this is from the K Rustic crop plot, so this is from the Klingar Rustic building pack. And these are from the building pack as well. What I did try doing with this, which I think is pretty cool, is that you can actually have double doors. Unfortunately, I would have to have that one. It's out. Always in. And then this one would be always out. So yeah, you can have like sort of like windows. Like what I'd probably be using this for is these here. Like if we're doing some custom windows, I'd prefer to have like on an actual building, have like a glass window. So let's just quickly do this. Where are you? Pop it. There you are. Right, so yeah. Really? Can you not? Oh no! What a waste of opportunity. Oh. Could have done some really nice windows with that. Really nice windows. Even got enough like space to recess. Oh. Yeah, you could have had like a glass pane. You could have had a really, really good window there. Let's try over here. See if this works. Let's experiment a little bit, shall we? Oh no, it's a bigger bit. It's a bigger one, isn't it? Damn it. Damn it. Wasted opportunity. So yeah. I've also got like market stall mod. Not sure where it was. But it looks pretty cool to have like sort of things look like they're being stored. Granted, I will be moving. There is a mod pack that I will be installing. It's basically sort of like storage, but you can actually see what's being stored. So like logs, stones, and all that type of stuff. It sort of puts it in a crate, which looks pretty cool. That would look really nice for like the outside of here instead of putting these storage boxes. And it would definitely look a lot better than having sort of like just death by planted storage boxes all over the place. So I think that will add a little bit more dimension, a little bit more sort of aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Why is that not? There we go. Strange. Yeah, that would look really, really nice to have that sort of like scattered around the building. But definitely add a bit of dimension. We've got, yeah, this is from the rustic pack again. I do love this forge. I wish Wildcard would have actually went for this type of forge. It looks way better than this silly little stock thing here. I will say, Wildcard, take note. This is a revamp. That's just a reskin. This, well, technically this is a reskin, but you know what I mean. This is how you do it instead of just doing it from like the old one. I think that this would have looked a hell of a lot better if they brought out this style, especially with bringing out like a new version of the game. This is what I mean. I think Wildcard could have done a little bit more, add to their game, considering that they spent all this time making the area look this good. And then also sort of like buildings as well, the better building mechanics. I think you could have stepped it up a little bit, and especially with like this sort of stuff. Like, this is what I was meaning about. I'm digressing and waffling here, but bear with me. Yeah, this is what I mean about sort of having greenage and foliage in your builds. It's like if that was on that building there, I probably would have one of these scattered. What would have been nice is if, well, to be honest, I need to find the right colour. So that could match with that. Because then you could add a few of these into the top of the roof, make it look like things are actually building in, growing in different sections, make it look like it's been here for quite a few years, rather than just freshly built. think that would add a bit more dimension to the builds. I think that's something the wildcard could take out of this mod pack's tile sets or tiles. Sort of copy this type of thing, or just sort of like even make it so it's just like you got like little forms of moss growing or something like that. Like you don't even need to put like these on. So it's sort of like scattered around, you know, sort of like with the snow, how when it snows it sort of like settles. That's sort of like what you like roofs would be doing in this sort of area, especially with sort of like all this foliage. You would be getting sort of like moss and greenery sort of growing on the roof. So yeah, I've waffled and digressed a little bit about that, and it wasn't so slick, but I think that you could take a leaf out of K Rustics or Klinger's Rustic. I put my teeth back in again. Klinger Rustic building mod, and try and incorporate this type of thing into future releases. Kind of, you know, make you better, or make your building mechanics that have got better, even better, and trying to push the boat out. You know, come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Anyway, moving on. So we've done the terracotta. This is pretty much self-explanatory. This just allows you to build in odd numbers, which is hallelujah about time. Because then I can actually have, say for example, I can have 5 tiles, and then instead of having to put a flat roof on the top here, like here, if you were to build an odd, you would have to have this flat instead of having a peaked roof. This allows you to have a peaked roof, so wildcard again. Take a leaf out of the mod packs or mod pack creators and step up your game, please, because this shouldn't be something that comes from a mod pack. This is something you should have already done and thought about. I'm sorry, but you should have. So yeah, that's from the K. Oh, hello. Right, let me just deal with these. Come on. Yeah, AI tracking's been improved, has it? Right. So, quickly as well, just want to mention that this is from the K Rustic mod as well. Really, really nice. It's actually pretty cool to have these, because now you can do sort of, well, here. You'll be able to have it sort of going up there as well. Pretty cool. Probably going to use it like once in a while. I want to sort of like use it as a regular thing. But yeah, I like that. I like that. Then these roof things. You could probably use these for like sheds and stuff. That's personally sort of what I'd use that for. I wouldn't use it for like sort of on top of roofs here, because that looks like proper shingle. I'd probably use that for like, I don't know, probably like a ramp or just sort of a decoration, or probably like a shed roof or something like that. This is from the, I believe it's from the medieval pack. Yeah, it's from the medieval pack. Again, I like this shingle type of style roof. You probably do this with like sort of Nordic Vikings. This is sort of like what they would probably use. Kind of looks sort of like that kind of style. And then I think this is like a, yeah, bone stairs. I didn't even see that, but yeah. Okay, that's a bone stairs. Not bad, not bad. I like this. See, look. Oh God, take a note. You should be looking at your mod pack. You should be looking at your mod pack creators and going, okay, what are they doing? What are they creating? This is the type of stuff that they're doing. Okay, right. Let's incorporate this into our game, because it's obvious that it's what they want. Again, look, see, moss. Oh, it just adds so much dimension. Again, look, see, look, doors. You could put doors on the side of glasses. Oh, how amazing would that be? It would look absolutely incredible. I'm sorry, I'm getting quite, I'm getting like a builder's moment here. I'm getting quite overwhelmed. Yeah, Having shutter doors on windows. It's something that can add a new dimension to the build, makes it look nicer, makes it look more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Not just that. Right. Anyway, moving on. So this is again more medieval stuff that we've got going on over here. I really like this. Again, I think that they should have done something like this. See, this is what I mean. Why are mod pack creators creating so much better things than the actual developers? I don't get it. Like, you should have been looking at this or looking at your walls and going, right, how can we step it up? How can we make it look better? Asking them questions makes your game better. Trust me. So yeah, look, we've got these different style walls. We could use this for, like, say for example, interior walls. What's it like on the back? Oh, it's exactly the same. But yeah, it just adds dimension, it adds depth, it adds feels, it adds everything. And I think that we'll definitely be using this a lot to make more medieval style builds. So yeah. Right. Let's move over to here. This is the stone. Now this stone work I really do like. It's a little bit blurry though. And it really... Okay, you might want to work on that a little bit. But yeah, again, it looks so much more natural, so much more aesthetically pleasing. I think that the guy or the person who did this, I doff my hat to you. I doff my hat to all of you creators who make these wonderful tiles, or these building tiles, because it's just, oh, so pleasing, and it would just step up the building game. And I'm going to really, really enjoy using these when it comes to our Let's Play. When we finally move over to Ark Ascended. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. They've got a lot of stuff going here. I'm going to be like a kid in a candy store. I'm going to have tons and tons of stuff to play with. Oh, this is as well. This is what I like. Oh, just actually, while we're on the subject of like quarter stuff, slow that down. I don't know what. Wild card. If you could be ever so kind when you go into the creative mode, flying mode, not to have it on this. Like, I've not took like tons of sugar, and you know, like come on. So then you press shift, and that slows it down. So if I've got my finger off the shift, that slows it down. Put my finger on it. Why am I not moving around like I'm on like a whole bag of Skittles and I've got like a ton of E numbers inside of me? But anyway, I'm digressing and waffling. This is one of the things I really, really, really like. So, not just for the moss. I'm not going to go on to the moss rant, don't worry. But yeah, I like it because basically this allows you to do smaller overhangs. If this was available in like all the tiles, that'd be really, really nice. But again, like wildcard, this is what I'm sort of like pointing out to. Could basically, so instead of having this up here like this, I think this looks, it looks okay. I love it. I do like it, but it would be nice just to be able to switch it up and have a slope that's, you know, slightly overhanging the same length as this. And this is what this does here, which I think would be really, really cool. And then also on the side as well. Oh, on the side here, look. So this is one tile. And as you can see, it just sort of adds a little bit of an overhang. And that way, when it comes to sort of like, I think it just adds a bit more 3D, adds a bit more sort of like, instead of it looking like it just stops at a point, it looks better if you've got like sort of a big, so like I say, if you look at an actual house will have a slight bit of overhang going over the wall. And then that, if you had that, you could add that detail of sort of setting the wall back a little bit rather than sort of it just being butt up straight to the edge of the roof like, I don't know, something weird. That's what I'm going to say at the moment. But yeah. Trying to think of anything else that I need to see. We've got some urns. Not entirely sure what that's from. I do like this table. However, I would have liked it to be able to sort of like, if I could stretch it, because I feel like this would sort of be slightly a little bit longer, but that's just a me. That's not an actual sort of thing that needs to be done. I just think it's would look better if you could sort of have like an end table and then sort of stack them together and then have this so you can put these on randomly and then you sort of make it bigger or smaller to your heart's content, but that's just me. This was just a cover which you have with the market stores mod. Again, I can't quite remember what the mod was. There are some mods in this that don't show what they've actually got in the mod pack, like the Chinese one. It doesn't show you what's actually in the mod pack, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. But yeah, you've got like the market stores type of mod thing that we got going on here. Like I said, it was mainly just for sort of showing what there is and sort of like, say for example, like the storage, you could have things on show and showing, it basically has a bit more dimension, but not sure if I'm actually going to be using them or not. Might do if it's sort of like, if it's sort of like deliberately building a market area, I'd probably put this in for it. I might actually do it just for that reason, because it just adds a little bit more feels to the area. Make it look like things are actually going on and like the world's being interacted with. That's just my personal thought. Yeah, right. I think on that though, I think that's everything covered. Oh yeah, we do have lanterns as well. Pretty nice. And oh yes, just to finish quickly, this is one of the best mods that I could have ever installed on this pack. So, we've got beds. Got beds. Actual beds. Awesome. See, with something like this, I would have liked to put like, how we do in Minecraft, we would put signs on the back of here and like on the thing here, just to make these sort of like headboards and leg boards. But, oh, we can starfish now. To our heart's content. Brilliant. Yeah, that's from the K Rustic mod as well. I must say, the K Rustic mod creator, you are a legend, and I really do doff my hat because there's a lot of stuff which I'm going to be using. So thank you very much for that. But thank you very much to all the mod pack creators, because yeah, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy using all these bits and bobs and trying to incorporate them into my builds. So thank you very much. What we're going to do now is we're going to go over to one of our builds and we are going to redecorate it, or not redecorate, but we're going to try and add a few bits and pieces in that we've sort of got from these mod packs to see if we can try and elevate it a little bit. It's not going to be something major. We'll probably just do the village hut to start off with, as that's our smallest one, and then progress up from there. And plus I need to tidy this up as well, so we're not going to be doing it here. But this will eventually be getting spruced up. This is, I think, probably what we're going to be doing is just sprucing up all of these, sort of to bring them up to sort of show you what we're sort of going to be doing, and more sort of decorating techniques. But yeah, let's go over to our small village hut and let's go and improve that, shall we? So let's go. Basically, just before we go, actually, before we say let's go, it's just going to be sort of a video with a little bit of montage music and sort of fade it out towards the end. So, but we will come back in again and we'll be talking about what we've done and sort of like how it adds a little bit, or what we've added and so on and so forth. Hello, new other build. Yeah. With this, there are builds that are going to be, or that we have sort of like in close proximity. I like to literally, well, not literally, I like to build next to oceans and sort of like water, because I just love having that view and sort of being a fish guy and sort of enjoy, well, my other hobby is sort of like fish keeping. Unfortunately, I can't at the moment because my tank's been sort of not decommissioned, just sort of took down and sort of stored in my mum's garage at the moment, which is a bit disappointing because I'd like to get my 5-footer back out again and get my catfish tank back on running. Unfortunately, I don't have enough space here to have it. So, without digressing about that, I'll meet you over, or we'll go over to the little hut, get that redecorated, and I'll come back when that is done. Right, I shall catch you shortly. So, let's go. Okay, right, so we're over here at the village hut. Now, we've completely revamped it. I must say it's looking awesome. I really am loving these rustic textures. They really are nice. But yeah, we've done the whole entire building in the rustic. It adds a bit of atmosphere on the inside. Nice to have a cleaner version, so it wasn't like every wall had a bit of damage. It'd be like sort of one wall would be nice to have like a tiny bit of damage or something like that. Sort of try and mix up palette instead of sort of having it completely damaged. But yeah, I get it's supposed to be rustic and whatnot like that, but yeah. We've not changed anything here. This is sort of like still the outhouse. I've kept it in its normal wood. Need to put a door on that, don't we? There we go. Cool. Put a front door on this, don't we? Where's reinforced? There we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, we've done the main building, all in rustic. We've left the floor the way it was. Added in the lovely rustic double bed up here, which is fantastic. We changed all this out as well. It's no longer the diamond windows. We've got this nice little lookout here. Obviously, we can't really see out that way because there's a massive thing in the way, but at least we can see out the front of it. It's supposed to be just for letting in light anyway. It's not supposed to be like for watching over views and stuff. But like, yeah, down here, we've added in a few little features. Like we've added in a new stove over here. Added in some pint glasses all over the place. Make it look like you're sort of leaving stuff around. Pretty cool. We added the garden bit outside of here, so it looks like it's, well, not look like it's definitely adding more colour to the build, rather than just sort of being basic building blocks, which is really nice. And then on the front, I was trying these plant pots to see if they would actually sort of look okay, but I think it would have to be slightly taller to accommodate the size. It would be nice to have like a smaller version of this. It's something that's my personal preference. It looks a little bit too big. Obviously, when you're doing a little bit bigger builds, like say for example, over here. Yeah, so something like over here. If I was to do the walls all the way down, put the plant pots here. And if you see, this is what I mean about this. The sand looks pink. Why does the sand look pink here? I don't get it. You might not be able to see that, but on my screen it's like really pinkish colour. Almost like it's sort of like a coral beach or something. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, just really weird how when I switch back to our other one, our Evolved Let's Play, all this is sort of like more yellow, more deserty, which is a bit bizarre, to say the least. But yeah, if you were to put like, say for example, a flower pot here, it would sort of look okay because it's sort of in size proportion with the rest of the wall, whereas that's sort of like a small little village hut. It sort of doesn't look, well, it does look right, but it just looks a little bit too tall. It's sort of, what would be nice, I think this is for these, yeah, Circa Garden mod creator. If you could make sort of like 3 different variants of sizes, so you got a large one like this, then you got like a medium, small. Because I've been fighting around with the, not sure what this is from, the plant vase. I think this is from the medieval pack, the plant vase. And just sort of chucking in a few plants, and I think that sort of looks a little bit better. Probably would do that on the front, but I was literally just using it just for testing, seeing what type of things we can use, and sort of basically trying to get my head around basically what bits do what. And trying to sort of get a feel for how things feel next to sort of different textures and different sorts of bits and pieces. But yeah, as you can see, the foliage just adds a little bit more to the build. It adds a bit more dimension, adds a bit more life, adds a bit more colour, rather than just having the same old sort of building materials. As you can see, if we compare the before and then after, as you can see, there's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Life, probably is the word I'm looking for. There's a lot more life in the build. And it doesn't look sort of just as basic as out. And I think, to be honest, like I said beforehand, this is something the wildcard could take out of the mod creators' inspiration and sort of adapt and make it their own and add these type of things to it. And say, for example, let's go to this roof now. This is the last thing that we sort of did, altering the roof. As you can see, it looks really nice, especially with sort of like tiles missing. And sort of it just looks really sort of like there's just a ton of life being injected into it. It would have been nice to have sort of like this, but like there wasn't the moss, like different variants of this type of style of roof. So you had like I said, like same roof but without the green, so you could sort of mix and match them in. Because I think that would add a bit more dimension, and a bit more sort of, again, life into the build rather than sort of being like print, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Also, as you can see here as well with the less exaggerated overhangs, and oh my god, it's just, it looks awesome. It looks a hell of a lot better. It really does. I know we should have the, who do you call it? The snapping to the, okay, it looks like that's not working then. We have got, the mod tool. Let me just see, let me just check in here first. Up here. No, okay. Let's check on the stairs. Can it do it on the stairs? Nah. Looks like we can't do it on the stairs then, okay. Yeah, we have actually got the mod tool where you can actually build diagonally, but I don't know why it's not working. Or to put pillars diagonally. So I don't know why that's not working, but yeah. It would have been nice to add these overhangs here, but unfortunately when you try and connect them, it leaves a massive gap in the middle, so you can't sort of like do this type of overhang here. It's got to be sort of like with this if you want a bit of an overhang, or using their actual I think it's this one. No, it's that one. This thing here. Put that there for the time being. Yeah, kind of like that. But unfortunately, we didn't build an odd number, so we can't use that because it's even number. Otherwise, I probably would have put that there. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I've got to say, with these new mod tools, it definitely does make things stand out a lot more. And again, I'm going to keep saying the word life. It injects that life into the build. And again, I think this is what Wildcard should be doing, is taking note out the mod creators. And instead of letting their mod community carry the game for them, they should be carrying their own game and injecting some of this type of, or these ideas into their own game, try and make it a little bit more versatile. But even still, if you're wondering about, oh yeah, that's great for PvE and whatnot like that, but what about PvP? Well, you could build it, say for example, you could have, or if you were to have a sort of like more camouflage tile sets, you could essentially camouflage yourself in the environment. And this is sort of like what I mean about injecting life. You can kind of, obviously this is not designed to camouflage, but you could camouflage your building in broad daylight and people would just walk past. And I think that's something which a wildcard should be paying attention, or to take a leaf out of that book, because I see the types of bases they've been building in PvP, and they're pretty much squares or on a raft or something like that. And I think having more camouflage capabilities, to camouflage your base out, would be pretty cool, and a new concept being brought to Ark. And so from the PvE side and the PvP side, you've got more that's happening with your game, and you're delivering something new rather than just copy paste with a bit of extra tinsel on the top, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's my personal gripe with the game at the moment. I think that they could do a lot more with sort of adding stuff in themselves rather than sort of relying on a mod community to carry the game for them. But yeah, on that, I think it's time to end the episode though. Apologies, we've only done this, but we've done a lot of talk about the mod packs that we're going to be using in our future Let's Play, so that's pretty awesome. And also, we've just been having a little prat about with the different tiles to see how everything works and how things fit in. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.